Good afternoon, exiles. Me and Sarah wanted to talk to you about what we're doing with the channel, what the channel's all about, and introduce ourselves a little bit better for those who don't know who we are and what we're doing on YouTube.
So, John and I have been married for about 5 months now. We're getting adjusted to living together with the kids. I have two kids, and John was a widower, a bachelor, living in a off-grid RV all by himself before we got married and he moved in here.
Yeah. And Sarah was a single mother, a widowed single mother with two kids. And now all four of us live together. And we're fixing up the house. We homeschool the kids, two full-time jobs. We're fixing up. The reason we're fixing up the house is because we want to sell it to be able to buy a farm and live a more simple life and a better quality life, doing what we want instead of having to go to our jobs that, while we enjoy that they pay the bills, they're not what we ideally want to do with our lives.
So while we're fixing up the house and everything, we're learning how to homestead and to care for ourselves more naturally, both through the food that we eat, a better diet, and like herbs and things like that as well.
And so we're going to continue to do the videos that I have been doing on the channel about living a better life, going on a journey to be more self-sufficient and live a simpler life but better. But we're going forward. We're going to work on building a community around, more resilient community around us, with like our friends, our families, and the church we go to. In addition to those kind of videos, Sarah is going to be doing more cooking videos, as she's been learning how to cook with the stored food we have. Like, we have buckets of beans and rice and noodles. We do a lot of canning and stuff like that. So we want to be able to experiment and learn recipes to make delicious food out of easily stored stuff, with also the minimum amount of fresh ingredients and stuff that the kids like and will enjoy too. And she's going to be sharing those videos with you, and as she learns, and she's going to help teach me so I can learn more about that too, because I can cook, but I don't like to learn how to cook with that kind of stuff more than I already can. And in addition to that, I'm going to be adding also some Bible study videos. Like every year for the past few years, I listened to the Bible all the way through in a year, along with doing other Bible studies. That's the one thing I like about my job, is I can listen to books and podcasts and the Bible while I'm at work. Don't tell the bosses. No, it's okay if certain parts and certain jobs we have at work to do that. Others not. But anyway, but as I go through the Bible, I'm not going to point out every story, but I'm going to hit highlights and lessons that I learned from different stories as I go through it. And I plan on doing that every year. So eventually, over time, it'll fill in all the little stories, and maybe the same story, I'll get two different lessons out of it, because that's how the Bible works. And I'll be able to share that with you, and hopefully that'll help you guys. But because that's what the tagline I chose was about. It's from the book of Nehemiah, and sometimes I say Jeremiah, but it's from the book of Nehemiah, and it's his people will start rebuilding. So by that, his people are God's people, and by rebuilding, in that case, they were physically rebuilding the wall around the city. But what we're doing is we're building a wall around our lives, not to wall people out, but to keep the bad influences out. like watching garbage on TV. Instead of doing that, play a family board game and live a better, more simple life where we're happier and we get rid of all the junk in our lives that we don't like. And like the Bible says over and over again, that the enemy's like a roaring lion and seeing who can destroy. He's also described as a wolf in sheep's clothing, trying to attack us. Well, we want to build a wall to defend against Satan and the other demons and those evil spirits, and that way we can grow closer to each other and closer to God and build the community around us. So that's all we have. I hope you guys join us on our journey. I hope you guys like and subscribe so you can follow along and put any comments you want. We'll do our best to answer them. Right now the channel's still pretty small and growing, so we don't have a lot of comments, so they're pretty easy to answer. But the channel's slowly growing. So hopefully someday we'll have the problem of having thousands of comments on every video. But right now we're lucky to get 1 or 2. So go ahead and comment, ask any questions you have. We'll be happy to answer them in the comment sections and maybe make a video about it. So I hope you enjoy the channel, and like I end every video, we, his people, will start rebuilding.